All right, good morning traders and welcome to the Bookmap All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap. We're going to be going through the live order flow analysis. This is forward looking, it's not hindsight. Reading the order book, reading the both current and the historical order book. And this is what Bookmap can allow you to do by understanding the behavior of the traders in this auction process. You'll be able to see their actions in the current market, but then it's recorded and plotted on the chart historically, so you can read it also from the past. This gives us all sorts of insights. So for example, let's suppose like price makes a new high or a high and then comes back and retests that high. And suppose there's no buy volume on that high. In fact, there's a lot of limit sell orders and very little transactions into that area. It gives us a lot of insight. This is how we're going to use the product and start to understand the behavior of the participants. General disclosure, all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure, trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's jump in. Let's take a look. Lots of kind of news and updates and things to cover. As you can see, we're going to well, in the NASDAQ as well as the S&P here, we are going to all-time highs. Look at this move here. Look at this breakout. Amazing. This is a very, very strong move. No question about it. There's going to be a lot of people getting stopped out on these moves as well. Anyway, this is S&P E-mini over here on the left-hand side is the daily. You see the breakout here and also the hourly here and then the 15-minute chart here on the right. And we'll go over and take a look into Bookmap here as well. As you can see, we gapped up and it's just gap and go all the way up. Where is it going? Well, let's take a look. We got the 900 figure up here. We are, it's funny, I was proposed a bet. I didn't really take it, but with one of the guys over at, or Richard over at Axia Futures, they're head of education. And this was back in March. He says, what do you think? We're having a bet. Like, is the S&P going to make it to 6,000 by the end of the year? And I was like, I don't know. Like, it's in crazy market and nothing seems to drag it down. But here we go. We're at almost, well, we're just flirting with this 5,900 here. All right, another 100 points and we're there. So interesting stuff. All right, let me check the chat here and see how everybody's doing this morning. All right. Good morning, Alan, Alois, Hector, and let's see here. You're talking about the Mets and the Giants. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to put kind of some support behind these. Well, support not a problem, but to see them winning is another thing. Good morning, Caesar. All right, guys. Well, let's see where to start. I mean, like, there's all sorts of kind of interesting things to go through as you guys are aware of the competition coming up, and I'm connected to it right now, and in fact, I have $1 million. Well, we're going to give you $1 million for it. And let me show you where you can register for this competition and some of the videos. And I want to go right into this because this is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun to trade in this competition. You're going to get $1 million to trade. And this is our first CME competition with futures. So you will get CME data as well for the competition. if you don't have it already. Now, you're only going to get it for a few days, and you will have to register for the competition and partake in the competition to use that data. So you can click on the register button here or join the competition button here, and you can see it's in 14 days. So there's some time here to play around in the competition or demo account, 24/7 simulator demo account, and get used to trading some size. All right, play around with it and get good at it, because I'm going to show you an example of what's going to happen to you when you trade size. Right, you can see the you've got all the FAQs in here, the leaderboard, and some of the videos here. Okay, one video on how to register for the competition, the other one how to make the connection, and then also one how to set orders. And this is very important, understanding how to set the orders in the competition. And this is what I mean. So let's just take a look at the NASDAQ over here. And a trade that I took earlier. Okay, let's turn this on. Let's take a look here. Okay, hold on just a moment. Okay, all right. So here, just want to show this to you guys because this is what happens. I was told that the demo simulator will now slip or sweep the order book, and this is what happened. I traded 100 lots in here. Actually, it's kind of complex example because I actually got filled here on limit on some of them, and then I wanted market, so I hit the market as well. And this is what happened. I got totally slipped. You can see I clicked up here, right? And I got totally slipped up into these areas here. So I swept this order book because I had 100 lot in size. That's what I was trading. And it swept the order book up to this level up here. So in the NASDAQ here, it was a full 2 points. But like I said, I know this doesn't equal 100, but it was a little more complex because of the some of these were filled on limit. And then here's the sweep on the downside. So I got clobbered here. All right, I got my average fill somewhere probably in here, I bet. And oh yeah, here it is right here, the yellow line showing my average fill. You guys have access to this in the competition, the theoretical average, which you can use in the competition. All right, if you don't see that and you want it, just go up into your add-ons in here, and you can find it in here, and just check the box for it. Where is it? Okay, I might have a special version of it. Anyway, you'll be able to see it. Maybe it's a break-even point. You can use that one, right? Anyway, it gives you your average position, and then here is where I got clobbered on the way down. I hit market sell. So this was like an $8,000 or $9,000 loss with 100 lot, just like that, within less than a minute here. Well, less than 5 seconds. So it's working, and this is what you're going to have to deal with. So what did I do? I traded again with 100 lot here, and I traded with limit orders, okay, on the best bid. These are my buys here, and I got filled. Okay, it took a little while, but I got filled, right? It didn't take that long. And then moved my take profit, which is a limit order, as well. I moved it up to here. Okay, and I got filled here, right? So made up for the loss, and then a little bit. I mean, basically with a P&L like 1800 here, that basically means like a break even with 100 lot. Anyway, commissions are taken out of this as well. All right. So this is going to be great. Get used to trading some size, and you're going to have to understand how other players, larger players, are trading with size, because this will annihilate you here. All right. Just want to make that point so that you guys understand a little bit better about the competition. And this, I'm really hoping that you guys will start to look at this. We're going to have a webinar series with some great traders that we've never, some of them we've never had before. And they're larger institutional traders, or they've had that kind of background experience. And trading with size, like it's just another ball game completely. Right? So you have to look at this market and you have to think about, like, okay, where am I going to get filled? And then maybe put it in the queue. Like if you're shorting and it's like, okay, well, oh, you can see I left a limit here. This would be my target, okay? And maybe at the swing down here, just at the cash open, 930. And or maybe below this swing here. That's where I want to get filled. You have to get in line, and that's why you see these lines in here of high liquidity, and that's what's going on in here, right? And they're positioning themselves with their limit orders. Anyway, point made. You guys get the idea, and play around with it in the simulator. All right. You can register for it. Like I said, you got the link there. Dan posted it for you. Thank you, Dan. Over in YouTube as well. You guys got it. Good morning, oh boy. And you're good to go. All right. So enjoy. There's prizes, first, second, and third place prizes. And I guess it begins on the 26th or something. Let me see here. The dates for this competition. I think it probably says up above here. Yeah, time and duration. I'm sorry, it starts on the 29th, right? So, and you can see the theme here, trading scary size. And yeah, you guys are going to be, you're going to enjoy it. So there's no risk to it, but you will see the numbers in here, and they may scare you a bit. All right, let's see. Covered the competition, and some other things I wanted to cover with you guys. Just some formalities here before we jump into the order flow. Right. Okay. So if you guys are interested in beta testing, we've got a few different beta programs going on, and I'm just going to put this into the chat for you. Just a minute. Okay. This is the email to use, beta@bookmap.com. All right. And let me show you what you can sign up for and partake in if you're interested. Okay. We're here also in YouTube. There you go. Okay. So we have a few different things to go through. One is this multi-account, which you guys have been clamoring for, or at least really looking forward to this. If you want, it's in beta now. If you want to partake in the program, go for it. So let me show the add-on here and what it does. Okay, multi-account right here. Now, it might not do it for the competition. Yeah, it won't. Maybe I won't be able to demo it right now. I can maybe try another way here. Hold on. I think maybe I'll do it tomorrow. What you're able to do though is you're able to trade from this NQ or ES chart here, even from TraderMap Lite. You can trade from this chart here, and you can route your trades to multiple accounts. So it's a great feature for you guys looking in your prop trading firm. If it's like Fast Track Trading or Apex or Top Step or whatever, it will work. All right. So if you're interested in that and beta testing, then you can go for it. Let me just, I'll try to get to it really quickly here. So the trading simulator part here is what we need to go through. And I will need to configure it now, trading simulator. And you can see there's two different modes in here, demo and competition. Okay, let's go into the demo account. Right, and then I click OK. Right, and then from the drop down, then I go up here and I select trading simulator. And then here, should be able to, I've got to go to this chart. Okay, from this chart here, then I'm able to select the demo account. Yep, here we go. Okay, so that's my demo account. Let's click start. Okay, and let's go to the multi-account. Okay, so I got kind of an issue here. Actually, we'll remove it. Maybe I can add it. Let's try that. Yeah, I don't know. I've got an issue with it right now. I think it's because I switched accounts. It is in beta, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is here. Let me try one more thing here. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I'll get it demoed for you tomorrow, and you'll be able to see. And let's just go back to the competition account here, configure trading simulator. So note in the trading simulator here, you've got two different sections, right? Demo and competition. We'll click on competition, and then we'll connect here, okay, and then we'll turn on our trading. Or let's go to Trader Map Lite and turn on our trading. All right, so we're in here. This is probably why it gave us an error, because I was still connected here. I'm sure that's probably what it was. All right, so I'm activated. I'm all set to go and trade. All right, good. All right. All right, so any of you guys, if you're trading from the ES for this competition, well, obviously you're going to be able to get filled a lot easier. You will slip the book maybe a tick or two, depending on the liquidity in the order book at that time. Okay, sweep the book and get slipped, I should say. Slipped with your stops or your stop loss orders, but with your market orders, you're gonna sweep the order book. All right. Boy, it's taken a while to go through all of that. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of things here to go through. The other new tools that we have here that I want to I'll quickly show you for the beta program what you're able to do. Okay, there is a new Market Pulse web tool. Hold on a minute. I'll log in. Here it is. All right. Okay. So this new Market Pulse web tool in here is pretty cool. So now this is the old, well, it's not so old. It's pretty new as well. These Market Pulse tools in here, and you will need to log in. But for the beta version, watch this. Okay, this is pretty cool, especially for you guys trading stocks, or you want to look at your correlated markets in here. This is an excellent tool, just excellent. So click on the new widget tool here, and then you can add your widget like before, like previously. in here. Okay, no problem there. But see this one here, heat maps. Okay, it's a different style of heat map, and it's only, like I said, it's only in beta right now, and we have it for crypto and US stocks. So and you can see here for crypto, you can get price change. For US stocks, also price change. For crypto, volume pressure imbalance, and also US stocks volume pressure imbalance. So let's click on the volume pressure imbalance for stocks, and it opens it up. This is the heat map in here. It's the size of the rectangle in here relates to the market cap of these 7 stocks. So what you're looking at here are your magnificent 7 stocks, and this is a great tool to use for your correlations. So which stocks are selling off right now? Well, look at Microsoft, Amazon. You're seeing a little bit of buying coming in right now with Tesla and Amazon. So just a little bit, right? But the rest are red right now. All right, well, what does that mean for us? Well, I bet the NASDAQ is going down. Must be. Not so bad. Not so bad. But it's probably just this little bit right here so far. Let's connect also this one to the Trader Map Lite, and we can trade on in. Okay. All right, so if you're interested in this, again, go to beta@bookmap.com, and you'll get access to these for free. Okay. There's that, and I can also show the one for crypto here. Let's just add that one, and you'll see we actually only have 2 markets for it: Bitcoin and Ethereum. So get some insight in here from crypto markets as well. All right, we also have, you can also do a beta for the Bookmap web version here. All right, and if you want access to this, and I'll have more details on it right now. A new beta version will be coming out pretty soon, but I'll just kind of tempt you with it right now. Okay, so some interesting stuff happening with our web products. All right, see if there's anything else I needed to go over with you. Just a second. Yeah, the trading journal. There's some new tools in the trading journal. I think I'll go over that with you guys tomorrow, as well as that multi-account. Yeah, okay. All right, let's jump in. Let's go through this order flow here and see what's happening here. Well, let's jump over to the ES and check it out. Okay, so the ES, God, this is a beautiful chart. It's a really pretty chart. Look at the move up here. High liquidity getting filled on the offer on the way up. Finally, we're getting our bit of a pullback here. And then again, all-time highs right now, breaking out. Okay, so let's take a look at this breakout here. Okay, they're starting to pull liquidity there. All right, I'll bet we can go long in here just a bit and probably take it really quickly here. Back up to here. Since we see buyers and they're pulling and the high liquidity is up here, and we're just front running it by a little bit. Okay, see if we get another move here. Got the pullback. Now we need to see the follow through. Okay, if we don't get it, then we're just going to exit this, and this is kind of a dangerous trade at this time of day, and it's 10:30. Usually we have a reversal around this time. However, I'm thinking that maybe this was it here. This kind of pullback and sideways action from 10 to about 10:20 or so. Okay, and then the reassumption of the trend here. Let's take a look here. Even add a little bit more on, and let's see if we can take some off and get a runner out of this here. Come on, buyers, where are you? Go. Just doesn't want to take that liquidity on yet. All right, so if we don't get it, we're just going to cancel the trade then. Yeah, it looks like they got to come in here. It exhausted out, and we see some sellers here. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel or flatten the position. Just not worth it. This is exactly what we're not looking for up here. Now, a lot of times it curls back around and you get those buyers. And that's, we see the bid in here is kind of strong. So that this might unfold here still. And we might get a nice move. And some of the sellers in here are going to get, stopped on the way back up. Okay, so the bid is strong here. So let's try it. Let's try it again here. I think we're going to get a better breakout this time because look at the strong bid here. Right, so this was not looking good, curling back in, stronger bid, and starting to find our buyers up here and sellers. So yeah, it's still looking for that breakout here above the 5,900, and the market's kind of slowing down here. Bid is strong though. I like that. And they're pulling at 03, which is also pretty good. Guys, we're just kind of demoing this. It's not a trade recommendation, and just so everyone's clear on that. In fact, this is what I'm going to do. I want to we'll take this down to 10 here on my limit or my kind of bracketed orders here, and we're going to use OCO for another 10. Okay, so that allows us to be a little bit more flexible here with taking some profit on the 20 lot. Any questions on that? All we did was just left click on here, and then you select the amount that you want, and then in fact, bring that back down to 10. There we go. Okay, so 10 and 10, and then I've got 10 and 10 down here, but on the same, I just can drag them out and move them around wherever you want. Okay, buyers, let's see it here. Geez, bid is still pretty strong here. We're just seeing these sellers come in, and it's kind of tangling. Okay, so now we're trading up to that 03. and just not finding the enough buying interest here to make it go higher. Yeah, Caesar. I mean, we've got the developer. It's hard from an educational standpoint to keep up with the developers, and that is a rarity. Usually, it's so much the opposite. That it's like education or content, marketing, business. We're all ready to go. Like just kind of looking at the watch, waiting for like development to finish. And here it's the opposite. They're developing so quickly, and like we don't have like and we want to release it to you guys quickly as well. I mean, it's been tested and everything. It works. There's no problems with it. It's just that maybe we don't have like a bunch of like documented materials for you yet. And this is actually, I guess, I have heard that in other software programs, like they used to make, if you remember the days, a paper back manual for your software. So maybe it was like some sort of like AutoCAD or something like that. Well, creating that book took as long or longer than actually the development. So it is a lot of work. All right, I can tell what's going to happen here. I'm going to exit this again. I'm just losing patience. And this is what we've seen so many times. Now, it may still, because I do like the bid being strong here. All right, that's good. However, I really don't like the time of day. And then we've seen this so many times that there's just no more, there's not many buyers up here. We're not being, they're not able to lift the market higher. And what will happen a lot of times, what we've seen happen so many times, is we get the exhaustion on the buy side. The bid just totally dries up. The offer starts to show a little bit of strength. And then we see the aggressive sellers come in here and sweep the order book lower. And then at that point, a lot of times we'll come back down to these swings or other areas of liquidity, maybe a mean reversion type of trade. And then we see the resumption of the trend. Okay, so I'm losing patience in here. I'm looking for this to work immediately. It is not, and I'm not going to open myself to that risk due to the factors we just mentioned. Okay, being time of day being one of the most important as well. Let's see here, any questions? Well, there was a few stop runs in here. You can see it hitting the stops. Oh boy, and that's a really good point. Like you'll see this in the crypto markets a lot because we not only have, it's not really a stop indicator. It is a it's better. It's showing actual accounts that are have hit a margin call and they're being liquidated. And it's just brutal to see where you'll see it liquidation, and then price going higher, and then it's exhausted out of its liquidations. You're not getting them anymore. And when that happens, man, like the market has tested, it's found all the pain that it can, and it's finished. And then you'll see the rotation the other way. And a lot of times what you'll see in these markets, you'll also see it here in the S&P and in stocks, is these kind of moves up to the upside, and then there's kind of a pivot area where it broke out from, and then it goes right down below that area price goes down below that area and explores to the downside, doing exactly the same thing. Anyone that was long up in here is getting stopped out on the way down or liquidated on the way down. And you get these big swings, which look like you'll see it also in fundamental releases as well. Let me see if I can bring it up in here. Maybe the NASDAQ can show a better pull. I mean, today is such a trend day. And it might be kind of tough. All right, let's try a crypto market. That should do the trick. Okay. And why I'm taking the time to show this here is because and this is how these markets work. The more that we can understand how these markets work, the better insight we're going to have on how to improve our trading, and also start to anticipate a lot of this kind of behavior in the marketplace. So let me see if I can even turn on the yeah, here the liquidations are on to the upside. Look at these, like all liquidations to the upside here. So a lot of people are short and getting liquidated, just getting killed, hammered. It's actually not too many. There's 8 coins, 7 coins, 1.4. And then here's what I mean though. Watch this. So here we just came up here again, and there's no liquidations up here. Okay, so maybe there will be after these sellers come in, but watch and see if this turns into kind of this pivot point we're talking about here. Right, so we get sellers then, and down below here exploring these areas in here and knocking people out, liquidating them on the downside after everyone's been liquidated on the upside. And then the market will come back up here again and then likely just break out and continue its trend. Anyway, it's a phenomenon to look for. We've seen it a million times in the S&P, and that's why I gave up on the trade here. Okay, because I'm looking for those sellers in here to drive this down into like maybe this liquidity here or even lower before it can resume the move back up. Not mostly stop runs in here, but you can see here's 242. Oh boy, and yeah, 71, 24, 41. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. Here's 25, right? Okay, so this is our pivot, or kind of under over right here. We'll put a horizontal line right here. Okay. Okay, now it's explored that. Let's see it explore some more. In fact, we can even get involved in here and look for a pullback, and let's see if we can jump in and kind of ride this exploration down to this liquidity here. Okay, we're looking for another stop run here. Now we can see it totally rejected here, and we're not giving it to the bulls yet, but it's not looking good. The double bottom at the bottom of the range in here, but we'll see now. Okay, so sellers, right, some sellers pulling back in, coming back into the market again here. Now let's see if we can get one more push here, maybe down into this liquidity. Okay, so some stops, looking in the market, searching for pain, going for some more here. Let's see if we can hit a few more stops here. And we're right at the figure here at 5,900. So obviously this is an important area. Okay, we're becoming the food here after this move. I was looking for just one more hit. We did actually get it here, but no sellers in here to drive it lower. Let's see if we can get it here. When we're back up above the pivot, but this is where the sellers came in here, and that's where we've tested so far. Hope this is making sense. So NQ also can't seem to pick it up right now. Yeah. I mean, there was tons of buying earlier. I mean, just tremendous buying, right? So I mean, this is an incredible move. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of struggling at the moment. Okay, let's see if we get our retest now. Back down here. So we're looking for sellers. And again, now we're looking for stops to be triggered here. And we've got some fuel in here now too. Okay, so these buyers in here, so there's our stop run. There it is. All right, so this is what we're looking for. We want to see, like, is there still more pain in here? So 30 stops here. Okay, let's see now. One more retest. Let's see if they can knock some more stops in. So okay, so we got filled here 84. Okay, so there's more here. There's no divergence here. I mean, we're getting more here. We're starting to see a little bit of divergence. So what I want to cover here is, once these people get stopped out, now let's take a look and see if we can go the opposite way, right? Because we've stopped out a lot of people. So now we're looking for the move the opposite way back up to, you know, test maybe these sellers in here. Okay, or these sellers in here that are going short, and then we get the short squeeze. Okay, so now here's an example: stops, no stops, actually iceberg here as well. So I'm looking for a bit, just a bit, not much, of buying to kind of re-explore this area up in here. Okay, more sellers. Okay, no stops. Oh, I'm sorry, there's 25. Okay. All right, so there's still some pain here. There's a new low and no stops. Okay, watch these buyers come in now. Okay, where might they take it? Well, probably up to about here, probably just about where we got in. But maybe they can take it a little bit higher here. Okay, well, we got some buyers in here. They were able to take it higher, but I think these guys unable to make the swing up here. So this could be another stop run to the downside. I am out and not going to take the stop run to the downside here and be a part of that. Yeah, it should be, actually, we should get another nice one here. Let's see it. There we go. 34, 42, 50. Okay, let's take a look back here. Any questions so far? Okay, nice big iceberg there. We've got a few different icebergs in there. All right, let's cover this one here now. So this now we've traded back down to this is kind of the mean reversion, Alan. That you look for. I know you look for the move on the way up. We're going to be looking for the move on the way down here, and the potential here. Okay, so and it is this combination that we're looking for of limit buy orders getting filled on the way down, and then we're looking for the and people getting stopped out, and then we're looking for the last trade down here where there's no more sellers in here, and this might be it here. I don't know if we filled enough yet here on the way down, but we're looking for buyers. Okay, so and where are the buyers? The limit buy orders here, and then we're looking for a transition. This is what we've covered in the head and shoulders inverse head and shoulders strategy. Okay, so for example, right here is, are we going to get a transition from sell side to buy side? Okay, after, and this is the context, and this is the important thing to put together, after high liquidity is getting filled on the way down. Okay, so these are buyers here with their passive orders. These are buyers here with their aggressive orders. Okay, and they're coming in and they're starting to break some of the structure here, or at least test it. Okay, this is the context we're looking for. All right, now what we can look for here is maybe the buyers take a little bit of a rest here, and we can get a pullback to here, like a low volume pullback, and let's see if we can get filled maybe in here. Right, again guys, we're trading all over the place, but we're for a reason, is to consider some of these areas in here, and then to demo it with well, we've got it in the competition here, or our 24/7 simulator, and also our trading journal, that if you guys have not explored that, it is excellent. So you can see your trading results in here, and we've got some new updates in here as well. You can play around with the columns and filter by type or date. Just click on it here, instrument. Yeah, lots of new developments in here. You can delete or add a note. I know you can move these as well. Okay, so I guess, yeah, my demo account, I cannot move them. When you're in a demo account, you cannot move them or delete them. Okay, but for other accounts that you set up with your trading journal, you can, but not the demo account, and of course not with your competition account either. Okay, so in fact, let me try to get a little bit better price here. See if we can, or am I going to have to chase? Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to chase. Okay. Okay, so that was our pullback. And now let's see if we can. It's actually make this 10 and 10 again. Or I can't. Okay. Okay, a little bit better pullback here, but it's still holding here so far. Okay, starting to break, finding more sellers in here. We got to find our buyers in here. So we found some limit buy orders here. So that's good on the bid, but we got to find our aggressors in here. They got to move it. Okay, limit, as we know, the limits can only stop the price action. They cannot move the price action. They technically, I mean, with a spoof, they can maybe move the market, but that's through manipulation. Okay, have not found, we're very likely going to get just stopped out here at the swing, in fact, which I don't like. There it is. Okay, still have 8 on actually. So I'm going to cancel all here, open orders. That's another thing about the competition. You guys will get partial fills as well. Okay, so just be aware. Okay, beauty. Okay, down to VWAP in here. All right, so lots getting filled here on the bid. All right, so now after we found a lot of buyers and some stops, we would anticipate a pullback like this. We still don't know though if there's enough demand yet. Okay, so we're kind of waiting and watching here. Okay, the offer is pretty strong here, so they're still finding some sellers here. Okay, remember we have 8 on, and I don't have a bracketed order on this either. Okay, so you can use an OCO and put in 8. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? Put our brackets back in, 12. Okay, so still more supply, still more supply. So again, we're looking for that transition. And we thought we had something here, but short-lived. And then we're looking for a pullback and continuation. Okay, still more supply. Let's go take a step back and look at our bigger picture here and what's going on. After all-time highs, we're getting our pretty big pullback here. Just traded into high liquidity in here. Okay, this is looking much better now. We also have all these low volume nodes in here getting tested, and a few VWAPs in here. Uh, 521 stops here. Higher time frame, don't really see much here. Went below the swings up here, 92 or so, and now we have a wick here. Buyers unable to get up above this swing, small swing here. Okay, we got some icebergs coming in. All right, let's see if we can get this transition here. This is some pretty nice stuff. We got our VWAP here. We've got all of this liquidity on the bid. We've got our stop run. And then here's our exhaustion here, potentially. Okay, and then we're looking for our pockets of buyers in here. And we also did break this small trend line in here. Take a look. Okay, so this might be worthy here to try to get price to move back up into these swings up here. Okay, after some pretty heavy selling here. And we're below the swings in here. Anyway, just waiting and watching here, watching it for those aggressors, buyers to come in. Okay, after all of this demand in here did get filled, and our stop run. Thanks, Alois. Yep. Let's see if this might be it here. We see a little bit of action in here on that buy side, and it kind of moved the market just a little bit. Okay, we're looking for more though, right? And we're looking for a strong bid in here too. And I don't see a strong bid yet, but we do see the aggressors coming in. Well, let's jump over to NASDAQ. How's it doing? Okay, NASDAQ traded in some high liquidity here. Lots of stops also. Yeah, looks pretty good. We got some correlated markets here. Let's give it a shot, and let's look for something good though. And then I think both markets are looking pretty good. Yeah, it does look like it's ready for a squeeze, Alan. I agree. Maybe one more, push into, lower liquidity here, and then rejection. MJ ready? I'm not sure what you're getting disconnect notifications on the stream. Should be fine. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue. Guys, over in YouTube, I think we're going to continue on back in our Discord here. So if you're interested in coming to Discord for the remainder of the webinar, I encourage you. We have a great community over here. Partake in it, ask questions. We have our Bookmap Academy as well that you can join. You can get coaching and mentoring from that academy, from our coaches. We meet once a week for that. So yeah, I would encourage you come over. You're going to get a lot more than you are here in YouTube. In the meantime, over in YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and then head on over to our Discord and we'll continue there. We'll see you there. All right. Bye.